It's a bush girl here and so hot. But today I'm going to be showing you how to make some primitive survival shoes so you do not have to walk around the bush in bare feet, because that hurts. And you'd be able to get things done a lot faster with these shoes in a survival situation. So, all you're going to need for this video is your bare hands and the forest, because it provides everything you would possibly need. So, without further ado, let's get started. This log right here is perfect. So you see how it's rotting? I'm going to pull that off, and that's going to be the bottom of the shoe. And there's lots of ants on it, so I'm going to wait for that to come off. And I'm going to need some more. So I'm throwing the log bark off into some water to drown the ants. Okay, so step 2, you're going to want to, this is all clay right in here. You want to get a whole bunch of that to cover the inside of the bark for your foot. On the edge of this little pond right here, this can come off. And see, now I got a big chunk of clay. I just need to get wet and break off. Okay, so I have my clay. Looks like a big pile of and I got my bark. So I'm going to measure the bark to my foot, and I can see that it's a little too big, so I'm going to break some of it off so I don't have to use as much clay. Pretty close, so I'm going to take my clay and cover the bottom of this because this will be the inside of the shoe. So I'm just covering it, and clay obviously will stick to it. And you're going to want to make this smooth, obviously, and spread it out. And I'll also dry this in the sun for a couple of hours before I continue to the next steps. So. These obviously are going to look pretty rough, but in a survival situation, none of that will matter. All that matters is getting the job done and staying alive. So this is all spread out. This is the sole, this is the bottom. So your foot will go right here. And what I'm going to do is smash my foot into it. I can make a little hole, because you're going to need to put some type of rope there, like a flip-flop, so that you can tie this. Okay, so there is my shoe so far. And here is the strings I collected for it. And have the hole. And now you're going to want to go find some sap in a tree to put in the middle of that hole in your shoe to keep the string in there for the sandal. Stick, and I'm just going to scrape some of that out. Okay. I'm going to put it in this hole right here. And then with my rope, or whatever you have, I'm going to fold this in half. Because you know how it will go in between your toes, and a flip-flop. So I'm gonna put that in the hole of my sand.
Okay, so now it's like this.
Back at my house, and these are the sandals. They've been drying for a little bit, so you can see they're getting hard. Okay, so I got a couple of strands. I'm gonna tie my shoes on. I'm gonna put these shoes on, and let's see how this goes. Let's see. Jax, do you want me to make you some shoes? Alright, I'm kind of scared. I'm gonna tie this around the back of my foot. Okay, so I've got it tied on, and so my foot comes up off the back. So this is why I have these strands. I'm gonna tie this around my foot. Okay, I tied two of the tall grasses in a knot around the bottom to the top, and then that's the part that goes. So I'm lifting my foot up, and it works pretty good. So I'm just, okay guys, so I got both the shoes on, and I'm actually surprised about how good they're working. So this doesn't fit my foot the whole way, but you know, they feel fine to walk on. Like, it just feels like you're walking on clay, and then they stay on pretty good, and I could always tie them tighter. They look pretty bad, but honestly, I would wear them if I didn't have any other shoes, especially in survival. They should do this on Naked and Afraid. Now I'm gonna test out, and I'm gonna walk across the gravel up there. I would recommend tying these grasses very tight so that it stays on good. This one I tied a lot tighter than this one, and it works perfect. And okay, so this is what the bottom looks like. It's the hard bark, so you can't feel anything on the ground. Okay, so I'm walking across this gravel, and it doesn't hurt at all. These are pretty dang amazing. You know, they're not hard to make, and I would definitely recommend it, trying it out, because usually it's impossible to walk across this in bare feet. So thank you so much for watching. I love doing this stuff, so please subscribe and become a part of the Bush Girl community. And summer is about to start, and I have a whole 3 lists of video ideas. So thank you. Goodbye.